Eightco reveals 378M Treasury, 302M WLD, 16K ETH, OpenAI stake. Eightco Holdings, a Nasdaq-listed company that has built its balance sheet around Worldcoin, disclosed a 378M Treasury spread across three very different assets. Nearly 302 million WLD tokens, 16,078 ETH, and $90 million in OpenAI equity. The breakdown was shared by CoinMarketCap on August 7, 2026, citing the company's own disclosure. The mix stands out because most public crypto treasury companies do the opposite. They pick one asset, usually Bitcoin, and stack it as deeply as their financing allows. Strategy did it with BTC. A wave of imitators did it with ETH and SOL. Eightco instead ran a token position, a major chain position, and a private market AI bet through one corporate shell. The three buckets and how they weigh the largest line by token count is the Worldcoin position, roughly 302 million WLD. WLD is the token tied to the Worldcoin identity network, the iris scanning project associated with OpenAI's Sam Altman. Eightco's decision to anchor its treasury in WLD, rather than a more liquid asset, ties the company's book value directly to a single project's token economics and unlock schedule. The ETH position is more conventional. At 16,078 ETH and an ETH price of 903 as of August 7, 2026, that stake is worth roughly $31 million. Ether was down 0.3% on the day and up under 1% on the week. So this is a flat market snapshot rather than a rally. ETH is the deepest, most liquid asset in the pile, and the easiest for Eightco to sell if it needs cash. The $90 million in OpenAI equity is the line that separates Eightco from a pure crypto treasury. It is a private, illiquid stake in one of the most closely watched companies in AI. There's no daily mark and no order book. Its value is whatever OpenAI's last funding round implies, which means it can sit still for months and then reprice sharply on a single event. Concentration cuts both ways. A diversified treasury sounds safer than a single asset one, and in some ways it is. If WLD stalls, the ETH and OpenAI lines can hold the book up. But the diversification here is shallow. All three assets sit inside the same thematic bet: the Altman-adjacent AI and identity trade. WLD, the Worldcoin network, and OpenAI equity are not independent risks. A setback at OpenAI, a regulatory move against biometric identity systems, or a broad AI sentiment reversal could pull all three lines down together. That correlation is the part investors should watch. Holding three assets does not diversify you if they all rise and fall on the same headline. Eightco has taken a concentrated thematic position and split it across three instruments, which is different from spreading risk across uncorrelated ones. Corporate crypto treasuries keep getting tested. Eightco's disclosure lands during a rough stretch for corporate crypto balance sheets. SpaceX recently marked a $540 million Bitcoin loss on its treasury, a reminder that even the strongest companies take paper hits when crypto turns. Banks have been trimming too. Intesa Sanpaolo cut its Bitcoin ETF stake and pivoted toward staked Ethereum, a sign that institutional treasuries are actively reshuffling rather than simply accumulating. Against that backdrop, Eightco's structure reads as a more speculative version of the same idea. Where a bank rotates between liquid marked assets, Eightco has parked a large share of its book in a mid-cap token and a private equity stake that cannot be sold on a screen. The upside is real if the AI identity thesis plays out. The downside is a treasury that can be hard to value and harder to exit. A live test of the basket treasury model, the playbook for public crypto treasury firms, started simple: raise capital, buy one asset, let the market price the leverage. Eightco is testing whether the model works with a basket. It is a live experiment in whether a listed company can hold a token, a chain, and a private AI stake, and still be legible to public market investors who need to mark the book each quarter. For now, the numbers are the story. $378 million, three assets, one thematic bet. Whether that structure looks disciplined or overexposed depends entirely on how the Worldcoin and OpenAI side of the trade develops from here.